Hello and welcome to the John Ark Show. Today's episode is called Why the Rich Now Hate the Super Rich. Before we begin, I want to encourage you to subscribe to our channel for free. You can always like, comment, and follow us. We're going to have a lot of great celebrity interviews coming up, so make sure to click on the notification bell so you can be notified every time we upload a new episode. Now, let's get started. There's a really interesting new phenomena taking place now between the rich and, wait for it, the super rich. It used to be that only the poor and the middle class hated the rich, but now the rich absolutely despise the super rich. Why is that? It's because the super rich are moving into high-end enclaves like the Hamptons, for example, and they're spending so much money that these areas are becoming completely unlivable for anybody but the super rich. Now, here are some of the complaints we're hearing out in the Hamptons and from some other parts of the country and outside of the country as well. The first thing that starts happening is that the rich start looking at the wives and girlfriends of the super rich, and they start developing wife envy or girlfriend envy. Apparently, the wives and the girlfriends of some of the super rich are so stunning and they look like such supermodels that it's causing something called spousal jealousy to take place. One person said that they're a one percenter, but the super rich have such obscene amounts of money and such incredible looking women that not even they believe what they're seeing. People are complaining that the super rich have driven the prices of everything up to incredible and unbelievable levels, even for the rich. They say that the cost of renting a house in the Hamptons can now easily surpass $200,000 a month. Not a year, a month. And these people, they don't even bat an eye at rent that expensive anymore. Others complain that ride-sharing car services can now cost upwards of $60 per mile or more. The car companies say it's because of all the tourism, but it's really the super rich who are driving up these car rental prices. What's funny is that people who have no problem spending $200,000 a month on rent will complain about a $500 lunch bill that doesn't even include the drinks. Some of the super rich are having landscaping done on their homes. Things like planting full-grown trees at a cost of $50,000 to $100,000 per tree. And this is a process that can go on for days or weeks, given the sizes of some of these massive trees. Some people complain that they can spend $400 on a lunch tab now, but still be hungry at the end of the meal because the portion sizes are ridiculously small. In other parts of the country and outside of the country as well, the super rich are generating tremendous amounts of ill will and contempt from others who live nearby. In California, there are now upscale neighborhoods for the super wealthy where the occupants routinely hire their own private security and firefighting forces to protect them when things get difficult. Fortunately, the super rich who pay for these services often allow their private firemen to protect the homes of other people on the street as well. Now, another problem caused by the super rich are helicopters. In some parts of the country, the super wealthy are getting special waivers that allow them to fly their helicopters onto their private property, and this is driving their neighbors insane. As anyone who has ever been near a helicopter when it lands or takes off knows, the noise can be unbearable at quite a distance. Another complaint that the rich are making against the super wealthy is their use of mega donations to get their kids into any school they want. This is causing a number of problems. First of all, this phenomena is not only very prevalent, but it's driving up the amount of money that the rich are having to donate just to keep up with the donations being made to local schools by the super rich. It's not at all uncommon for a hedge fund guy to offer to build a new gymnasium for a school just to get his kids in. The other problem is because so many of these schools are now at their capacities, that what's happening is when the super rich come in and make a super donation to the local high school or grade school or whatever it is, and that school is already at capacity, well, guess what? They've got to bump somebody off the rolls. They've got to get rid of somebody. So what do? They start bumping kids whose parents have not made the sizable donations that the other wealthier parents have made. Another thing that the super rich do that really annoys the merely rich is when they bring in their super yachts to the marina. Every rich guy who owns a yacht feels like his or her yacht is super special and they've achieved something and they're really impressed by themselves until a rich guy brings his super yacht into the same marina, and it now makes your yacht look like a little dinghy. So the next time your cable goes out or your toilet backs up and you feel like you're having a rough day in the world of the middle class, just imagine how brutal the life of a merely rich person is when they realize that a multi-billionaire has moved into their neighborhood and they're having difficulty parking their 50 sports cars on the property. Oh, the pain of that must be unbearable. So thank you for watching. I want to tell you that we're going to have more great celebrity interviews and more breaking news stories coming up in the future. So we encourage you to subscribe to our channel for free and click on the notification bell so you can get notified every time we post a new story. Thank you, and we shall see you soon. Bye-bye.